Good morning and welcome back to my channel at Starlings. Today I thought I would take you on a little day in the life. It's Friday, we've got a lot to do today, homeschooling, some cleaning, some cooking. So join me and we'll take care of some stuff together. Tell me what you did.
I got these flowers from the garden. The other ones were still growing petals and they're like smaller. Most of them were pink. I only got one that was red.
Awesome. When are you going to put them?
And not with the others.
All right. These are the zinnias from our garden. We successfully grew tons of zinnias this year, so that was really exciting. All right, we're getting ready to start school now. We're about to do our morning basket time, which is our family devotion time. I'm not totally ready for the day yet, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started and we'll do our morning basket family devotion time now. Okay, let's pray together. Go ahead, everyone. Bow your head, close your eyes, come before the Lord and
Fear and reverence. Lord, this is the day you have made. We will
rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, Lord, please give us glad hearts today.
My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand.
All right, the day is getting away from me a little bit, but we just finished our lunch and now every Friday we have what we call Fun Friday. So we might do a fun activity or have a fun treat or something like that. So today we're having some brownies that I made last night. I'm working on a really good recipe for brownies. So this is one of my experimental recipes. I was using butter and avocado oil to have just a little bit better quality ingredients in a brownie. And they turned out really great. So the kids are having some of those, the girls are. All of the boys are down for their nap. So we're gonna get our reading and other subjects done that really takes our full attention. So we're gonna be working on that now. All right, here's Indy's new ride. Pretty good. Not mad at it. Not too expensive, little 1996 F-150. Pretty decent condition. I have to start it up and move it because we have a junkyard that is coming to get his car in a little bit. And this truck is parked right behind his car. So I'm gonna move it over so that there's access to get to his car. I moved the truck. Here's the car. You can see from the windows, it's still very, very wet in there. Just finished up some letters, and now we're gonna move on to some science. So I was planning to roast a chicken for supper, but that did not work out. I've had that chicken in the fridge for a little bit, and sadly it was no longer good. So now I don't have anything else thawed. So when things like that happen, that's when I turn to some canned salmon. So with that, I'm going to make some salmon patties. I think I've made them in another day in the life video, but that's okay. That's just what happened today. So I'm gonna make some salmon patties. I have some zucchini that I'm gonna cook with some onions. And then I also have some potatoes. I'm gonna make some home fries in the oven, and that's gonna be supper tonight. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put in the salmon patties. So first I've got my salmon in here. Lots of omega-3s, really, really good for you. We're trying to eat more fish also, so that works. And there's also, some of the bones are in here. I took most of them out, but the ones that are in here are fine. That's gonna be some added calcium, so that'll be great. Then I've got some Greek yogurt that I'm gonna put in here. A little bit of crackers, some onion powder, salt and pepper, some Dijon mustard, an egg, some chives from our garden, some garlic cloves, and then this lemon. I'm gonna put the zest in and some juice. So we'll mix all that together. That will be for our salmon patties, and I'm going to fry it in this lard, right in my cast iron skillet over here. This is the corn that I need to cream. I may do that later. So that's how I'm gonna cook this in some lard. to read A Tree is Nice again, but we'll do that at the end, okay? Okay, so see this paragraph right here? I want you to read that. Start.
It is a fine day. I see the green grass and the clear sky.
Alright, we've got our potatoes cut up on here and some zucchini. I just put them in some avocado oil, and I'm going to put some salt and pepper, or my lovely assistant is going to put some salt and pepper on them. We're going to pop those into the oven, and while those are cooking, we will fry up our salmon patties and we'll be ready to eat dinner.
Even these?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I need a bit more, or is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have another lovely
This
assistant.
pinch like this?
No, not that much.
This pinch?
Yeah. Have another lovely assistant helping. Woo! Good job.
A little bit more?
Nope, that's great. Alright, dinner's over. Got the table cleaned up over there, so now I'm cleaning up the kitchen. This is the best little sponge ever. It's just the best. It's been awesome for my kitchen. So thanks to Andy for that. So just working on putting my kitchen to bed, and then I'll be heading off to bed. The kids made a pallet in the living room. They like to do that some Friday nights. Just fun, different thing to do together. So they are in there. I'll be heading to bed. We'll all be off to bed. Good morning. So today is Saturday, and this is now turning into a weekend in the life. So today there's lots of homemaking to be done. There are things to be done to get ready for the Lord's Day tomorrow. So I thought I would show you how I get ready for the Lord's Day so that I can spend the day resting and thinking about the things of the Lord, going to church and not worrying about anything around the house, not doing any chores or anything extra, but focusing on the Lord and the Lord's Day in general. So right now I am just doing my Bible study. I'm doing a Bible study with the ladies at church on Joshua. It's been really good. So I am working on that, catching up on that, and then I'll get started with the rest of my day. Okay, lots going on today. We have finished breakfast. We've got some chores done. The baby's down for his nap. The boys are getting ready to go down for a nap. So before they take a nap, I need to go into their room and switch over their clothes. They are all in kind of the next size up. So I need to take care of that, and I'll show you what their room looks like. You know, we have three baby boys. The oldest one is 2. So I'm going to show you what their room looks like and how we organize their clothes. Okay, so this is our nursery, and it is messy right now, but there's not a ton in here, so it'll be easy to pick up. But we have one crib here for our foster son. And then, so that looks like this window is here. It's a funny window. That on the other side of that is our living room. This was an exterior wall to the house. The living room in there was an addition that was put onto this house before we bought it. So that's why this funny window is here. And then this is their dresser. They've got some toys and blankets back in this corner. And then this is Weston's crib, my son's crib, and that's their little hamper. And that is pretty much all that's in here. They have a closet right here, and that's it. So for their clothes, we have these drawers right here in that closet. This is Reed's drawer of clothes, Weston's drawer of clothes, and then I just got the baby's clothes in here. These are Flint's clothes. So his especially need to be switched over because he's in 3 to 6 months now. And then Weston is in 2T, and I had Reed in 12 months, but he needs to be in 18 months mostly. So I've got all that, and then down here is their extra linens, extra blankets, and extra bedding for their beds. So that's in there. And then over here in the closet, just move this chair. This is where we have extra diapers and wipes. So it's pretty much all that's back here. That's my mini crib that we use for the baby, but he's too big for it now. So the baby is now in a pack and play beside our bed. So these clothes, this is where we have the baby's clothes. So these are my newborn, like in 0 to 3 month sizes. This is the 3 to 6. So this is what I need to get into. Mostly I've been pulling a few things out of there here and there because he's too big for this size. So 3 to 6 is what he's in. And then I have 6 to 9 months down here. And then I have like 12 month here. And then I have just extra clothes that wouldn't fit and jackets and stuff in here. And then I have some of the girls' clothes in here, mostly like warm clothes for the winter time. So that's what we've got going on here. Over here is just lots of diapers. This is a blanket that needs to come out of there. And then here and there I'll have like some clothes that have been set aside that need to be put away. So I'll put those over here, get that put away. So I'm gonna get some clothes out of here, kind of pick up these little odds and ends that are on the floor, pick up what's on the floor over here, some clothes and some books and toys and stuff, get that picked up and get the clothes switched over. So that's the plan right now until it's time for the boys to take their nap. This is what's going on while I'm working on the boys' clothes. Just playing with my potatoes. Okay. Okay, so I took these 2 drawers out so that I could empty them out, put the newborn in 0 to 3 months back in here. I may have to thin it out some so that it can close, so some may be donated. And then I have this one, the 3 to 6 months. I'm gonna pull everything out of there that I'm gonna need. So pajamas and shirts and shorts and onesies and stuff like that. Okay, and then this is where my diapers are. And then up here, these are the boys' church clothes. So these are church clothes for all 3 boys and anything else that might need to be hung up, like this warm type of thing, jackets, stuff like that. So all that's church clothes, jackets, things that get hung up. And then up top, I have some baskets that have like some baby things in them and such. And then this is like baby shoes. These are some extra wipes. And then over here are baby girl clothes, which I haven't needed in a long time, but I still have some just in case. So that's how I've got things organized. All right, so this is my 3 to 6 months. So I'm just gonna dump this out, go through it and pull out everything that I need for him, put like a little wardrobe together. And then I will empty out his drawer over here, get everything put up in there, hang anything that he can wear for church in the closet. And then I will go through this, put all the clothes out of his drawer into here also. It's gonna be pretty full, so that means I need to thin this out. I need to donate some things, but I'll still have plenty in case I ever have another baby boy. So I've got some pants for church, a pair of shorts, got some little rompers he can wear for church, a couple of shirts he can wear for church, some little shorts to go over onesies at home, a bathing suit, a bunch of pajamas, little pajama sets. And then I've got some little sleeveless type things, lounge type things, and then some onesies and some shirts here, onesies. And that is plenty of a wardrobe for Flint. And then all of these are ones that are like 6 months that are a little too big for right now. And then a jacket, we don't need a jacket yet right now in Florida. It's the end of August. We won't need jackets until maybe the end of October, possibly into November, sometimes even later than that. So we may not need that for a while. So I've got that in there. So this is gonna go back into my closet over here. It's gonna go down here. And then now I'm gonna go through my smaller clothes and newborn, and I'll probably have a lot from there that I need to thin out and donate. This is Flint's drawer, so I'm gonna pull everything out of here, go through it, see what size it is. I will keep anything that still fits, but anything that is too small is gonna go into the other little drawer. And then I'll get this drawer filled up with his new little wardrobe. All right, I pulled a couple of things out of the drawer that I could keep. Found another pair of pants that's big enough and a couple other little things out of there. So now this is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this back into the drawer and then go through all of the smaller things. And then I have a small donation pile in the doorway back there. So I'll put everything I'm gonna donate. It's all things that are still in really good condition, but I just don't need this many clothes, so they'll go into the donation pile. They'll probably go to people at church that are having babies. I know of one lady that's having a baby boy, so I'll see if she wants to go through it. And then whatever she doesn't want, she can give back to me and I will take to the donation center, probably the local pregnancy center. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then I'll have to stop right there because the boys are getting restless. So the boys can go down for their nap. Here it all is in the drawer. We've got pants and shorts, little things he can wear to church, the onesies and stuff, things to wear around the house, and then pajamas. I don't fold the kids' clothes to put in their drawers. I just make sure they don't have too many clothes to where the drawers can't close. That way it's really easy to put things away. It's really easy to find everything, and I don't have to spend tons of time folding everything. So that works out for us. So I have 2 shirts here that need to be hung up in the closet for church. So I'll get those hung up. And now I'm gonna go through all of the small things, newborn and 0 to 3 months. Whatever I'm keeping, I'll put back in here. Donations will go there. And we'll see how that goes. All right, here's my newborn drawer. It is still quite full. It's a little hard sometimes. Sometimes it's a little hard to pick, you know, what do I want to keep? What do I want to get rid of? There's some things that are like a little bit sentimental. So, but this is what I'm thinking about when I'm looking at newborn clothes. I'm thinking, do I have some simple onesies? Do I have some zip up footed pajamas? if I have enough of those, something for them to wear to church, you know, a couple little things, a little pair of pants or two. Do they have a little bathing suit? That's what I'm looking for, are those main things. And as long as I have that, then I have plenty. So I have plenty of each of those things. So this drawer can go back over here into the closet. So we're gonna get that put up. And then I have a nice little pile of things to donate. So I will give those to the next lady that's having a baby boy and see if she can use those. All right, now with my lovely assistant, we're gonna go through Weston's drawer. I have their lunch in the oven. So while that is going, we're gonna go ahead and go through Weston's clothes and we'll see how far we can get. So I've got all of his clothes here. So anything that he can still wear, it's like 18 months 2T, mostly 2T, will go back into the drawer. And then anything that is 12 months, or maybe some 18 months, will go into Reed's drawer. And then we'll go through Reed's clothes. Okay, so I have some pants like these that are kind of on the big side. So even though they are 12 months, these, because of how big they are in the waist, they will fit Weston still. So I'm gonna keep those for Weston. These are a little on the smaller side, but I think, yeah, these are 12 months. So these will go to Reed's drawer. So I've got Weston a pile here, and then I'll have Reed a pile over here. And then I can decide what's gonna go where. This shirt is pretty big, so 18, 24 months. So Weston can wear that. Let's see, Everly. This shirt is still pretty big on Weston, so he can wear that even though it's 12 months. Now we're gonna go through Reed's clothes and see what we need. We have what we were keeping for Reed over here. So we'll see if we end up needing this much or if some of that might get donated or what's too small here will get put away in the closet. So we'll see. Okay, here's what I have for Weston. Some pants and shorts, a few shirts. That's a bathing suit. Top, we don't have bottoms for him that fit, and then some little sweatpants over here. So he's gonna need a little bit of clothes. So if someone at church is giving away some boy toddler clothes, then I will take those, or I may go to the consignment shop or see what's on sale somewhere and get Weston some clothes. He's the oldest boy, so I do sometimes have to get clothes for him. There's no one to pass down to him. So this is all we've got for him. We probably need a little bit more for him. For Reed, we have quite a bit. We've got some long sleeve, some short sleeve. We've got some little like play suits, little rompers. We've got some pants, little overalls. Yep, socks. We've got some different shirts and things. So I think we have plenty for Reed right now. So I'll look at the church clothes now and go through and see who needs some church clothes. Weston's drawer, got some pants for church, a couple pairs of shorts. We've got a couple shirts. I also have some laundry that I need to do that's already done, just needs to be put away. So he'll probably have a couple more things in here, but that's what he's got. He's got a blank space here. And then Reed has some long sleeve, some pants for church, some overalls, shorts, some little play suits, and then his shirts. So he has plenty. So like I said, I need to get a little more for Weston. This drawer is Reed's pajamas, bathing suit, socks, stuff like that. So I know I have some of those in the laundry that need to be put away in here. And then for Weston, here's some of his pajamas and some bathing suit tops. He does have a bottom that goes with this. So he does have a bathing suit, but I think it is in the laundry that needs to be put away. So that should be good. So just a little bit that we need for Weston. Not too bad. This little pile are things that were in Reed's drawer that are too small for him, but too big for Flint. So I'm going to organize these by size into the drawer that they go into. And then I've got my nice little donations pile right here that I'll put in a bag. And then I've got the church clothes that we're going to go through next and see who needs church clothes. Okay, so I took all the church clothes out of the closet and stacked them up right here. So I'll go through these. This is for Reed. He can still wear that. Reed can still wear that. This one is Weston. It's 1824. It's good. He can wear that. This little one is 6 months, so Flint can wear that. Okay, so we've got all of Flint's stuff, short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, and some jackets. He got all the good hand-me-downs, so he's good. We've got Reed, short sleeve, some long sleeve, some jackets. So he's pretty good. And then Weston just has some short sleeve and these little overalls. So he's gonna need some long sleeve church shirts and some long sleeve regular shirts. And a few other things. So Weston is going to need some stuff, but the other two boys look pretty good. All right, these drawers are in better shape. The closet is organized and in better shape. The drawers are in better shape. So while I'm in here and it's Saturday, I'm going to go ahead and pick out the church clothes for the boys. So I'm going to get each one of them just a shirt to wear tomorrow to church. And then I'll pick out some pants for each of them to wear. And I will just hang those on the closet doors here. And that way, that decision is made. I like to get everyone's clothes out the night before. That way that decision is made in the morning and we don't have lots of extra decisions to make while we're trying to get everyone ready for church. Picked out their pants and I just put the pants inside the hanger with the shirt so it's all there. So I've got Weston, here's Reed, and then Flint. That's all picked out and ready to go. And then I'll have the girls pick out their dresses and hang them on their closet door. Here's my leftovers lunch plate for today. I've got some potatoes from our dinner last night. There's a little bit of zucchini in there. And then I've got some of these cherry tomatoes that I cooked. And I put some little bit of cheese on it, put the eggs in the middle in the pan, made a little hash. And then I put some basil and some chives from the garden, put a little bit of pepper jelly in it to make kind of a little sauce in the pan. So then I cooked the eggs and then topped it with a little bit of avocado. And that looks like a really, really good lunch. All right, lunch is over. I'm having my afternoon coffee. And so I thought I would tell you a little more about my prep for Sunday. So each Saturday, I try to make as many decisions as possible for Sunday so that we can be ready and things will be much easier Sunday morning to get everyone out. We like to try to make it to Sunday school, which is at 9 o'clock. And our worship service is at 10. So we need to get up, get ready, do everything we need to do before we head out to church. So I showed you already that I've got the boys' clothes out. So that's decided what they're going to wear. I'm going to get my clothes out and then I'm going to have the girls pick out what they're gonna wear. So they'll do that here in just a little bit. So those decisions are all made. Also, what are we gonna eat for breakfast? So I know in the morning we're going to have pancakes. So I've already got that in my mind. I know I have everything for that. So I just have to get up and take care of that. I make pancakes pretty often, so I know the recipe. I can get it done quickly. So then the next thing would be lunch. What are we gonna have for lunch after church? Sometimes we might be going to someone's house or we might be at home. So it'll, depend on what we're doing that Sunday. This Sunday, we are going to my in-laws, Andy's parents' house. So they are gonna have lunch and I'm going to make a dessert to take. So I think I have this lemon bundt cake recipe that is so good. So I think I'm gonna take that. So I'm gonna need to make that today. So I have to think about that. The other huge thing that I think about getting ready for Sunday, making sure things are taken care of, is thinking about Monday. So on Saturday, I'm thinking about Sunday and all the things we need to have decided so that we can get to church. But I'm also thinking about Monday and making sure everything is ready for Monday so that I can spend Sunday thinking about the Lord, resting, not doing housework or doing things to get ready for the week. So for Monday, Andy has certain scrubs that he has to wear to work. So I'm making sure that he has clean scrubs, that they're in his closet. So I'm making sure to do some laundry on Saturday to make sure that that can happen if it, didn't already happen earlier in the week. So I'm checking for that. I'm checking to make sure the kids have clothes, to make sure everything is ready for our homeschool week next week, that everything is good to go for me. So doing it that way ensures that I never have to do laundry on Sunday. I don't do laundry on Sunday. I don't do any chores that I don't absolutely have to do that are absolutely not necessary. So when we're at home, I might do dishes to clean up from lunch, but I'm not doing, extra chores and, deep cleaning anything. I'm not doing any of that on Sundays. I'm focusing on the Lord, helping point the kids to the Lord, and we might watch a couple episodes of Torchlighters if you haven't seen that on Amazon. There's a few other things we might watch, like Pilgrim's Progress for the kids. We are resting, worshiping, thinking about the Lord on Sunday. So that's what we're focusing on. The next couple of things I need to think about are my diaper bag and my church bag. So here's my diaper bag. I'm going to go through that right now. And then my church bag that I carry my Bible, my head covering, pens, notebook, other things in it. Some things for the baby because the baby will be with me. So I'm going to go through all of that, get any trash out, make sure both of these things are nice and stocked for Sunday morning. Okay, here's my church bag. So it needs to be cleaned out. So I have a covering for when I'm breastfeeding the baby. I have my head covering that I wear during the worship service. So I'm going to need both of those for tomorrow. Then I've got an empty bag that I carry snacks into church with for the kids because we have a family integrated church. So the kids come into the service with us. Kids that are under 3, there's a nursery, but those kids are brought back in at the end. So anyways, I need to get rid of this snack bag and make new snack bags to go in here. And then I've got, this is one of our children's little journals that we use. So I need to get the old ones out. We'll have new ones this week. This is some stuff from the kids' Sunday school. So I need to get that out from last week. This is Everly's little church notebook that she can use to take notes during the sermon. Obviously something got spilled on that. But this is a really neat thing. So we will keep that in there. This is my main notebook that I use, so I'm going to need that. This is the book that we are going through right now at church, Ecclesiastes. That's what our pastor is preaching through. So I like to use these scripture notebooks because it has the verses in there, and you can take notes alongside. So this is ESV. It's got the verses in there and then blank page where you can take notes. So I might circle things or write things in here and take notes here. So I use that for that. This is our confession of the faith, which is basically like a big historic statement of faith. That's the one our church holds to. So I like to bring that. Sometimes it gets referenced in Sunday school and things. So I like to have one with me. More old snack bags that I can throw away. This is from a congregational meeting. It has like budget stuff on it and stuff about new members that will be coming up. This is an old worship journal. So I'm going to get rid of that. This is more Sunday school stuff. This is my daughter's Bible, Everly's Bible. This is something I was going to read, so I want to keep that aside. More old children's journals, children's Sunday school stuff, old worship journals, another copy of the 1689. This is another head covering. I'm gonna wear this one tomorrow, so I don't need this one, so I'm gonna put that away. This is a hair thing that I don't need to put that away. And then there's some other little trash and things in here. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this out and get this all packed up for tomorrow. So I do not do a lot of processed foods at all, but I do buy some that we can use for snacks for at church. We don't have these at home during the week. These are only for church. So I pack these for the kids. I just buy kind of the best things that I can find. So we've got some little organic gummies, organic cheddar squares. These are like M&Ms, but without the artificial stuff. And then some decent pretzels that are salted. So, Piper, what are all these things for?
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day, yeah. And tell us which ones you like. Which ones do you not like?
Like this one,
Mm-hmm.
this one,
Mm-hmm.
and not that one.
You don't like the cheese squares?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So that helps to know what I should buy next time.
I like that one, that one, that one.
Yeah.
Me free.
Yep. Do we get to eat these during the week or just on the Lord's Day?
Just on the Lord's Day.
That's right. All right, so here are my snack bags. I've got one per child that's big enough to eat a snack. So there are 5 of them here. These are gonna go into my church bag and then we will be ready with snacks. I put a couple bottles of water into here so everybody can have a little drink also. So we'll be ready for Sunday. I need to get some reusable Ziploc bags to put these snacks in. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for those. Right, my diaper bag, I've got diapers for all the boys. I have a 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, and a 19-month-old and a 5-month-old. Had to think about that. So I have 3 children in diapers. So I've got that done. I got this, somebody gave me this neat little diaper bag that has like a spot for diapers. It's got this spot for wipes on the side. It's pretty neat. I think it's from Fisher Price. Yeah, it's a Fisher Price bag. So it's pretty cool. It's even got this little like pacifier zipper spot in it. But I have the baby's pacifier clipped right here so I don't forget it. And then I put my car keys and stuff in this front pocket. If you use bottles, you can put bottles and stuff over here. So it's pretty neat. Sometimes I'll put one of the boys' cups in here so that they have a cup for the nursery, because this whole bag is gonna go into the nursery with my almost 2-year-old and 19-month-old. The baby will stay with me so that I can nurse him as I need to. So this bag is ready to go. My church bag is ready to go, minus cups of water, which I will put those in tomorrow morning. Then we've got my Solly baby wrap. I'm gonna also put that into my church bag so that I can wear the baby during church. That comes in handy also, so I'm gonna have that with me. And then I've got all of this ready to go, just cups of water need to go in here in the morning. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. I'm getting some meat out of this freezer drawer for the week. I'm putting it into my refrigerator so that all of this meat can thaw out, and we will use this meat throughout the week. I will just base my meal plan off of what I have thawed out. So I'm not really thinking ahead on, you know, what do I want to make? I mean, with this whole chicken, obviously I'll probably just roast a chicken one night and then I'll use the rest of the meat for another meal another night. But I don't have specific meals planned for all this meat. I just know that I'm going to have meat thawed, so I can figure out what I'm going to make based on what meat I have thawed. All right, I've got a whole bunch of dishes to do right here. So I'm gonna work on that. But while I do that, I wanted to offer you an encouragement from Proverbs 14, verse 4. 14:4 says, "Where there are no oxen, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of the ox." So I think about that with homemaking. Where there are no oxen, the crib is clean. So it's easy to keep things clean when you don't, clean stable, clean manger when there's no oxen there. But much increase comes by the strength of the ox. So the ox, although a lot of work, is truly a blessing to you and for your family. And that's what I think about our children. We have 6 children. If we didn't have 6 children, maybe our house would be a lot cleaner. Maybe it would be easier to keep up with. But there is so much increase and so much blessing that comes from these children. So just wanted to encourage you with that today. Here's Andy. Andy, what have you been doing all the live long day on this Saturday?
Today, I've been taking care of our vehicles because we don't have the ability to just go get them when we please. And we work hard to pay off debt and take care of our cars, even if they're older or newer. And so in an effort to keep things nice for Peggy, for you, I shampooed the van. I cleaned it up because the kids spilled some chocolate milk in it. And I did the whole interior of the new to me truck because it's older. It needed to be cleaned up, shampooed, shined up on the inside. And so next week I'll do the exterior, polish it, wax it, buff it, all that good stuff.
Awesome.
Yep, it's been a long day.
Right, I'm working on making this insanely delicious lemon bundt cake. Here's the batter for that. That is gonna go in my fancy little bundt pan here. So I am working on that for our Lord's Day dessert tomorrow. I'm gonna take that to my in-laws. Real quick, this is the book that the recipe is from. It's the New Cooking School cookbook from America's Test Kitchen. I love this book. I had the old one and I gave it away to some newlywed friends. So I was so excited they had a new one coming out. I've cooked a few things in it. It's very helpful. It gives you the why behind the different techniques that you're using for the recipes. So I love that. I learn a lot cooking through this book and the older one. So just wanted to show you that. I'll link it below in case you are interested. And I'm getting ready to cook some dinner. I think we're gonna have some breakfast for dinner. Still figuring that out. So I'll get that figured out and get going. But I think I'm gonna end it here for Saturday. So tomorrow on the Lord's Day, like I said, I like to focus on worshiping the Lord, on, pointing my children to Christ, and then just resting. We'll be at family's house. So I'm going to do some little clips from Sunday. And then after the little clips, that will be it for this video. So I hope this has been encouraging and helpful in some way to you. And I hope that this gives you some things to think about to prepare for your Sundays on the Lord's Day. And I will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me.